Okay, so this is your favourite chicken soup recipe. This is Aunty Dees chicken noodle soup recipe. What you want a turnip. You do not want a Swede. So these are the differences. So the turnips are a little bit darker in colour up the top and they're like a cream colour, where these are white and distinct purple. So you do not want these. These are sour. You want yourself a turnip, not a Swede. So fuck that. Okay, right, get yourself your Swede. Now, in the winter, Coles and Woolies have these $4 winter packs, and it comes with a parsnip, a couple carrots and potatoes, one of these, some celery sticks, right? You just want to grab one of those and use whatever's in it. Unfortunately, it's the middle of summer, so we don't have those right now, so I've got myself a Swede. No, I don't. I have myself a turnip, 1 parsnip, 2 carrots, 3 celery sticks, and 2 potatoes. You want to get yourself, go to the soup aisle, and you get these specific ones. They are continental, they are chicken noodle simmer soups. You want 5 of them, do not get the salt reduced. Right, and you want another one of the continental, but just the chicken stock powder. And you also want, this is the cheats version, you want a hot cooked. Right, you're gonna wanna peel, I haven't peeled this one yet, but you're gonna wanna peel these, give them a quick wash, dice them up, because you basically want to put them in like a food processor like this, like one of these mincers, and you want to mince it until the vegetables are fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop up all these vegetables now. So you can skip this part because it's going to be a little bit boring. Now these minces are like 30 bucks. You can get them in Kmart, you can get them in Woolies. I think we got ours from Coles. You can get them in Harris Scarfs. Wherever you want to go, you can get them. And it doesn't matter which ones you're putting in and which ones. They all need to be diced. And the secret to this recipe and how good Aunty Dee makes it is because she dices her vegetables very fine. By the way, let's just pretend we filmed this before. You want to get a nice big pot of water starting to simmer on the stove. Why isn't that simmering? Okay, first, you want to turn on your stove. Silly Billy. Ready? Blitz. Stop. Give it a shake. Go again. And look at that. You have perfectly minced vegetables. You want to add those into your water. So your water's just on the stove. And I definitely recommend just a wooden spoon's fine, that's fine. I like these tall wooden spoons. I even set this one on fire on the back, but that's okay. All right, into our pot of water. First thing you want to do is add in your veggies because you want them to soften. And again. All right. And that is your veggies, and you just want to leave that in there probably for 10-15 minutes until those vegetables are softened and that water's boiling, right? Now scrape all your veggies out, don't want to miss any of that flavour. Right, lid on. Let's go prep our chicken, alright? You don't want any of the stuffing, you don't want any of the bones, you don't want any of the cartilage, you don't want the wings. You can use the meat off of here and you don't want any of the skin. So what you're going to do, start peeling your chicken skin and treat yourself. Because you deserve it. And you don't want any of that fucking horrible rubbery shit, like not the cartilage, but the really like fatter bits of meat. Yuck. Fuck that shit off too. See that? And that pin bone. You do not want those in there. Get your chicken breast. Can you see that? Chicken breast, bowl. Chicken breast, bowl. You basically want all that white meat off your chicken. Right, you've got most of it off your top of your bird here. Flip your bird over. Now you've got a lot of like cellulite, basically fat, because it's been sitting on the bottom of the chicken. You want to peel all that shit off. I actually can't eat this part of the skin because it's too like wet for me. Right, peel that shit off because that's fucking gross. And you've got all of this. A lot of people don't realise there is so much more chicken underneath your chicken, so you want to peel all that shit off because in the soup it will go just fine. Alright, here we go. Look at that. See how much meat some people miss off the bottom of the chicken because they can't be asked to fucking turn it over. Look at all that wastage when you're eating your chicken. All that wastage that goes. There we go, look. Check it out. You've basically got all out of your chicken what you can. The rest is basically cartilage and stuffing, alright? So you want to put that in the bed. And if you are into your no wastage, if you're in going through a no wastage stage, you can use these bits of the chicken that you're not going to use, and you can boil them up and you can make your own chicken stock or chicken broth if you so desire, if you're desperate kind of thing. You can do that. And then with the extra, treat yourself to a little snack. With your bowl of chicken you forgot, just grab 2 forks and start shredding. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you just want to shred it so then you've got an even distribution of chicken throughout your chicken noodle soup. Otherwise you're just going to have, like, you know, someone will get lots of chicken and the other person won't get fuck all chicken. So if you shred it, it'll be even throughout the soup. Right, lid off. Now you see that? That's called a rolling boil, right? So you want to scrape down your sides. Oh, add in your chicken slowly so it doesn't fucking splash. That should stop the simmer because you have added in a new component. Stir around your chicken, combine that very evenly, make sure the chicken's all the way through. And then, you're gonna wanna add in those simmer packs. All right, there we go. Oh, 1. 2. 3. Now 5 does seem excessive, but I promise you it's worth it. And Aunty Dee only ever adds in a tablespoon, but I just sort of sprinkle a good quarter of the cup at least. You just want to let that combine for probably another simmer it for about 5 minutes, because there's little noodles in these things you've got it in. There's these tiny little noodles, and if you don't cook them, then there'll be tiny little hard pieces of stick, and that's not very nice. Spoon out, lid back on, another 5 minutes, and she'll be ready. Give her a taste test. Take her off the heat, let her cool down. So you want to get a big scoopful from the bottom. So that means you're getting a lot of that chunky stuff. 1 from the middle, and then a little bit from the top, so you're just getting broth. And there you have it. Your own Aunty Dees chicken noodle soup.